Hello, moviegoers, and welcome to another edition of Have You Seen It? I am your host, Denise. And if you notice, I have a visitor with me this week. This is Oscar. It is Academy Award week, and the Academy Awards will air this Sunday, March 2nd, at 7 o'clock, I believe, until it's over. So you know the Academy Awards can go on and on and on. I normally do an Oscar show, but this year I really don't have a horse in the race, but I am rooting for some of my favorite actors. So here we go. I'm rooting for Demi Moore to win the Academy Award for Best Actress for the movie The Substance. I'm rooting for Zoe Saldana to win Best Supporting Actress for the movie Emilia Perez. And I am rooting for Timothée Chalamet for the movie A Complete Unknown. I'm rooting for him for the upset for Best Actor. So there you have it, my Oscar review. All right, folks, I'm going to jump into my favorite actor segment. And this week, my favorite actor is Adam Driver for the movie Marriage Story, which was very, very good. Black Klansman and the movie Ferrari. He was pretty good in that movie as well. So he is my favorite actor this week. All right, I am going to jump into my review, and my review this week comes from HBO, and the movie is titled Flow, Flow. This movie was not what I expected. It is a movie about a cat whose home environment was devastated by a huge flood, okay? And this cat kind of has to figure out, what do I do? How do I survive alone? Or so the cat thinks. This movie was done with absolutely no dialogue. No words were spoken. I was fascinated by this concept because it really forces you to pay attention. I mean, like, pay attention to every aspect of this movie. When the movie is, it first comes on, you don't know exactly where it takes place in terms of a country or city, a town, or anything. All you see is lush green vegetation all over the place. So I'm thinking a tropical environment. Well, this cat clearly lived in a home with someone, because in the movie you see the cat seeking, refuge in this particular home, but you can see that something has happened. Whoever the residents aren't there, and the cat soon realizes that he is by himself. So I will assume it was a he. And so as he just kind of walks around and kind of, just tries to figure out what happens next, he does meet some interesting friends. He meets a dog, well, actually a group of dogs, a pack of dogs, see him, and what dogs do when they see cats, they chase cats. But one dog in particular has taken a liking to this cat. So we have a cat, we have a dog, they run into a monkey, a bird, and a capybara. Capybara. So that kind of gives you an idea of where it could be, because all of these animals are living in this environment together. Well, in order for them to survive, they have to communicate. They have to use teamwork. They have to cooperate with each other. And all of this is done based on their own individual characteristics. So each of these animals, each species behaves in a certain way. And so on this journey together, they find themselves on a boat because there's been a big flood. So they find themselves seeking refuge on a boat that's just kind of going with the flow until they figure out, what happens next, because they really don't know. So you see them moving about as they do, as cats behave, as dogs behave, as monkeys behave. And you find yourself rooting for their survival. You can see that at some points in the movie, they have disagreements. You see that sometimes in the movie, they are communicating with each other, either maybe just the monkey and the cat, or maybe the dog and the bird, or maybe the capybara and the monkey. They all interact with each other simply with a meow, a bark, a squeak, a squawk, a chirp. That's all you hear in this movie. And I just thought it was very captivating and fascinating to watch. I felt myself, fearing for their lives and hoping, oh my gosh, I hope you survive this incident, because they do, come across situations where, they might drown or they might be killed at some point. So you find yourself hoping that everything works out for them. This movie is about 90 minutes in length. And so this is perfect for families. And I think the age range for children, maybe somewhere between 5 and 10, would really enjoy this type of movie. Just a totally different concept. And I think you will enjoy the movie Flow. And it is nominated for an Academy Award this year. And so there you have it. My review of Flow. All right, folks, I'm going to jump into my Nailed It this week. And my Nailed It this week comes on a sad note. My Nailed It this week is none other than the late, great Gene Hackman, who just passed away just a day or two ago. And the movie, one of my favorite Gene Hackman movies, is The Poseidon Adventure, where you've got that preacher who leads those last few survivors to safety, but unfortunately, he doesn't get to enjoy that with them because he meets his demise. But he is my Nailed It for this week, Gene Hackman. All right, folks, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please make sure you hit that like button. And remember, we are available on BlueSky at HYSI. All right, moviegoers, until next week, I need you to see a movie because I'm going to see a movie. Until next week, bye-bye.